All right, so look, I'm going to show you right now the daylilies, the small lilies with the yellow flowers. They're usually the first ones to bloom every season. They come up, they put out a lot of flowers, and then they're done, and you have the seed pods, and we pick them, and we can grow them. I can grow thousands of them because there's plenty of seed pods. So I'm not going to bother trying to put nets on them. The reason for the net is if you only got 2 seed pods and you don't catch it and it opens and drops the seeds, you're done. Wow. Now, I don't have new daylilies growing next to the plants. So the seed pods drop the seeds, but I don't really see any result. But if I do take the seeds and I plant them in those little cells in the trays, they all grow, 100% of them. It's a free flower. We have the trays, we have the dirt. What's the difference? Yeah, I know it's not going to benefit us this year, but if we grow it all summer and it stays watered, then next year, every time you go to the nursery and spend $10, $8, $15, these are free. Seed saving. It's a beautiful thing. Now let me get some bags on these special lilies over here. I only saw 2 seed pods. I'm going to put that. Yeah, they're only yellow lilies, but I can tell you right now, before we started planting the other lilies, I was so grateful because they come back every year. They flower, they're beautiful, 0 maintenance. This year I might fertilize them. But you know what? They get watered by the sprinkler, they bloom, and then they put out these pods. I'm going to show you what I do with these pods. That's it. A little cup, one of those little seed trays, a little tray of dirt, whatever you have. Just put some dirt in there, pop some little holes, put the seeds in there, keep them watered, and then when they grow and they're about 4 or 5 inches tall, which you know what? I will shoot some video when they're 4 or 5 inches tall and I will show you what I'm talking about. And then you just take them around the yard and pop them in the ground. And once they're mature, next year, they'll have flowers on it. Beautiful yellow lilies. Every year they come back stronger and stronger. Now I took some nets and I put some nets over the tall lilies, the really beautiful, those velvety looking ones, the burgundy velvet flowers. I don't know what color they are, but the point is, I put some nets over those seeds because they don't put that many seed pods out. These daylilies, they're not afraid. They propagate plenty of seeds. So it's a big deal. Getting your own seeds, growing your own flowers, and not spending any money, it's rewarding. Yeah. I can tell you right now, I am very, very passionate about seed saving, whether it's our vegetables or fruit, or whether it's our flowers. I can tell you right now, I only had a few seed pods on these lilies, these beautiful velvet. I'm not going to say what color they are because I'll screw it up. But the point is, I only saw a couple of seed pods and I snatched one off. And when I opened it, it turned out it wasn't ready yet. So those seeds go in the garbage, but it's not like they're abundant. So I'm going to go ahead and tie a couple of nets on the last few that are here, because I absolutely want to start these and put them next door in the new flower bed. Wow, look at the size of this bee. I'll tell you right now, that's the biggest bee I've ever seen in my life. That's bigger than a carpenter bee, bigger than a honeybee, bigger than a bumblebee. That's a crazy big bee. I'm glad he's busy with the flowers. I wouldn't want to get. Now, let me get some bags on these special lilies over here. I only saw 2 seed pods. I'm going to protect them. That's it right there. That's the seed pod. But I'm not picking it because if it's not ready, we'll be wasting the only few seeds that this entire batch put out. I saw 1 seed pod over here and 1 over here. So we go ahead and we put the net over. We tie it. Knock that flower off. I don't even care. There we go. That's 1 seed pod ready to go. Let me see. See this one right here? Let's see if we could do that one without ruining all those flowers. You know what? Sorry. You got to go. So do you. 2 flowers sacrificed. There's 15 to 20 right around it. They're about to bloom, so it's okay. Now, if I get 8 or 9 seeds next year, that'll be 8 or 9 more of these lilies in a different spot. And to me, that's what it's all about. When my wife comes outside, she's going to see these at our home. And I could look carefully. I don't see any other seed pods. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to get any more. All right, I spotted another one. I'm so glad I brought a pocket full of these nets with me today. This is a big deal for me. These lilies are expensive, unless you buy little tiny peewee ones. But this right here, this is the ticket. Free seeds. You put them in your pots you already have, and then you'll have free plants. By tying this net nice and tight, I may end up having to cut this thing, but they're cheap. They were like 3 or 4 cents. And there you have it. 3 seed pods protected. You know what I just noticed? Look at all this pollen on my hand. It looks like I'm bleeding. That's all pollen, or whatever it is coming out of the flowers. Scientific name, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I might have to start to bring this tripod with me everywhere I go. Because I'll tell you what, I'm looking up here. That's the start of the pine cones on our weeping white pine tree. And I'll tell you right now, I had to drive to New York to get this tree. To get the tree I wanted, I drove all the way to Long Island, New York, and bought this tree, and I see a bunch of pine cones on there. So these seeds are going to get planted. I mean, it's going to take years for them to get big, but again, seed saving. Free trees, free flowers, free vegetables, and if it's a plant that's already thriving on your land, the next batch will even thrive better. Seed saving. I only got 2 hands, so camera's gonna go off while I cut them, but it's time. They're ready. They're opening, and we didn't lose the seeds because we put nets on them. And these were those really, really beautiful dark red velvet lilies. Every one of those seeds is going in the backyard. We're gonna start a whole new plant. These orange ones are beautiful, or peach. I'm not colorblind, I just don't know what the colors are called. Anyway, I hope we get some seeds out of these. Look how beautiful they are. All right, I'm about to show you now how we harvest these sunflower seeds. We're gonna do the cherry ones first, the chocolate cherry ones. I picked it, so I have 2 on the same branch because I didn't want to accidentally mix them up with the other sunflowers. So first I'm gonna do the chocolate cherry, then I'm gonna do the big yellows, and this one maybe made 5 or 6 inches. Greg and Carla gave us one that was like 10 inches wide. So ours this year, that's what we got. Maybe that's 5 inches. Anyway, there's a lot of seeds in there, and there's plenty more outside growing in the sweet potato beds. And then I'm gonna do some of these last asparagus seeds from the purple asparagus. All right, so enjoy the music and watch how we pull these seeds. Plus, you're also gonna see the artichoke seeds. Matter of fact, this whole seed saving video is just gonna be me saving seeds for next year's crops. Thank you. It's the 1st of July. It's the end of the day, and I just took care of 4 different kinds of lilies. And one of them I never saw before. I thought it was a bud for a flower that was going to open. And Anthony said, "Hey, you want these? These got seeds in them." I was like, "No way." He said, "Yeah, way." I'm talking low because it's late. I'll tell you what, I have a new kind of seed from a lily that I never saw before. That kind of stuff is totally exciting because I'm a seed saver. I love to save seeds. And right now, I'm thinking I could take 100 flower pots and I could plant 4 or 5 different kinds of lilies. And when they get rolling, we'll be able to share it with all the people we know that want from no flowers to a whole bunch of flowers like that.